This story is ripe for a truly unique and magical dark ride attraction. Given the themes of shifting spaces, time loops, and specialized Imagineering gifts, a trackless dark ride would be ideal, allowing for dynamic, non-linear movement and a strong sense of disorientation and reorientation. Here's a concept for The Timekeeper's Labyrinth, an Imagineered Adventure. The Timekeeper's Labyrinth, an Imagineered Adventure. Attraction type, trackless dark ride. Target audience, families, suitable for all ages with mild thrills and disorienting effects. Location, the floating island of Luminaris, or a themed land within a larger park such as Mystic Isles or the Shifting Realms. Attraction premise, guests are invited for a special tour of the Ancients' Manor, the remarkable home of the Luminarian Imagineers, a family whose inherited gifts allow them to subtly shape and interact with the very fabric of their living house. But during their visit, young Leo accidentally unleashes a powerful, ancient, temporal spatial reconfigurator, plunging the manor into a chaotic, time-looping labyrinth. Guests must ride alongside the family as they use their unique Imagineering gifts to navigate the shifting house and escape the perpetual breakfast loop. The Experience Journey. 1. Q. The Ancients' Manor, a Living Legacy. Setting. Guests enter the grand yet cozy, Victorian-style Ancients' Manor, a marvel of Luminarian architecture. The queue winds through meticulously detailed rooms, a library filled with glowing books, a parlor with subtly shifting decor, and hallways adorned with blueprints and concept art depicting the house's historical transformations and the family's lineage of Luminarian Imagineers. Subtle hints. Guests might notice objects gently float, a chair slightly reconfigure itself, or faint, ethereal hums in the walls, hinting at the house's active magic. Pre-show video/audio. Screens or hidden speakers subtly introduce the family, Taejuin and Chandler, the patriarchs, and their children, Jamal, the artist, Olivia, the musician, Owen, the scholar, Molly, the protector, and little Leo, the wild card. Their magical gifts are explained as unique ways they interact with the house's Imagineering. 2. Pre-show. Breakfast chaos begins. Room. Guests gather in a brightly lit, cheerful kitchen and dining area. An animatronic/advanced projection of Taejuin is setting out pancakes, while Chandler is trying to gently gather the kids. The incident. Jamal is sketching furiously, Olivia's music is pulsing, Owen is engrossed in a glowing book. Suddenly, little Leo, a mischievous animatronic or projection, playfully snatches a small, glowing, temporal spatial reconfigurator, the clock trinket, from a shelf. He squeezes his eyes shut, concentrating. The shift. The room shimmers violently. Lights flicker erratically. The cheerful bing-bong of the breakfast bell begins to echo, distort, and loop, getting louder and more insistent. Walls groan and subtly slide into new positions. Pancakes on the table briefly morph into other breakfast items before snapping back. Family reaction. Taejuin and Chandler look bewildered. Jamal cries out as his sketchbook animation loops uncontrollably. Olivia's music distorts into a cacophony. Oh dear, Taejuin sighs. Leo's accidentally engaged the chaos protocol again. Chandler adds, looks like we're stuck in a time loop. For breakfast. Forever. Call to action. Molly, animatronic, seeing the small glowing clock in Leo's hand, shouts, "We have to go! Everyone, follow me." She grabs Leo and dashes out a newly formed archway. 3. Boarding the family vehicle. Load station. Guests board trackless family vehicles. Whimsical, oversized armchairs or sofa units that feel like they've been magically reconfigured from living room furniture. Each vehicle seats 4 to 6 guests. 4. Ride through the shifting labyrinth. Scene 1. Initial disorientation. Leo's uncontrolled Imagineering. Vehicles lurch forward into a series of rapidly shifting corridors. Walls slide with audible clicks and whirs, mimicking advanced animatronic movements. Doors appear and disappear. The bing-bong of the breakfast bell echoes from all directions, using wavefield synthesis for spatial audio effects, creating a dizzying sense of confusion. Guests catch glimpses of Jamal, Olivia, and Owen, also disoriented. Jamal's dragon sketch is seen on a wall, perpetually chomping the same piece of toast. Scene 2. Jamal's artful escapes, visual design/model making. The vehicles are trapped in a tight, looping room. Jamal, AA/projection, appears, shouting, "I'll draw us a way out." With dramatic flourishes, glowing lines appear on the walls, rapidly becoming tangible, shimmering paths. The vehicles follow Jamal's illuminated sketches, seamlessly gliding through newly formed archways and around impossibly appearing obstacles, demonstrating the power of creation. Projection mapping makes the environment feel fluid and responsive to Jamal's art. Scene 3. Olivia's sonic bursts, spatial audio manipulation. The bing bong is deafening. Vehicles enter a constricted, visually oppressive hallway. Olivia, AA/projection appears, her phone glowing. "My music can break the loop," she exclaims. She cranks the volume. Powerful bass notes reverberate through the vehicle. Vibration effects. Sound waves, depicted as pulsating light patterns, physically push against the walls, causing them to ripple, crack, and collapse into new openings. The vehicle might be blown backwards slightly by the sonic force before lurching forward through the cleared path. Scene 4. Owen's System Diagnostics, R&D and Engineering Guidance. Vehicles enter a room filled with swirling energy and fragmented projections of the house's internal, Imagineering schematics. Owen, AA/projection, clutching his glowing book, appears. The system is trying to reset. Follow the core logic. Animated vines from his book extend across the walls, glowing and pointing a specific path. The vehicles rotate and pivot, precisely following Owen's guidance, navigating through the chaotic energy field. Guests might see ghostly images of past breakfast scenes flickering erratically, demonstrating the time loops. Scene 5. Molly's Glittering Defenses, Containment and Effect Management. The bing bong is now an overwhelming, constant pulse. The smell of pancakes is strong, then vanishes, then returns. Guests are in the heart of the time loop, with breakfast elements, flying toast, spinning teacups, appearing and disappearing around them. Molly, AA/projection, bursts onto the scene, throwing handfuls of shimmering glitter. Iridescent temporal stabilizers, glittering, translucent shields, erupt around the vehicles, deflecting looping debris and absorbing the temporal distortion. The vehicle feels impacts as the shields hold against the chaos. Scene 6. Willow's intuitive breakthrough, the spirit of Luminaris. Just as the looping chaos seems insurmountable, a small, giggling voice, Willow from a projection, pipes up, "Go this way." She points to a seemingly solid wall. With a final, shimmering burst from Molly's last shield, the wall dissolves into a rippling, organic portal, revealing a familiar, serene hallway beyond. This is the house's intrinsic magic, subtly responding to Willow's connection to Luminaris. Scene 7. Breakfast restored, the grand finale. The vehicles glide through the portal and emerge into the warm, inviting kitchen. Taejuan and Chandler, AAs, stand over a perfectly normal, steaming plate of pancakes. The chaotic sounds fade, replaced by cheerful, melodic music. "Breakfast," Taejuan exclaims, as if nothing out of the ordinary has happened. Molly, AA, breathless but triumphant, holds up the now stable temporal spatial reconfigurator, the clock. "We made it. No more breakfast forever. We pulled back the curtain on that one." Leo, AA, beams, perhaps playfully trying to reach for the clock again. Guests catch a final glimpse of the family, celebrating their successful Imagineering feat. 5. Unload and gift shop. Guests exit the vehicles, feeling they've genuinely participated in the family's magical escape. Gift shop features Luminarian Imagineering tools and trinkets, themed merchandise, including replicas of the temporal spatial reconfigurator, non-functional of course, glitter shield toys, and books on Luminarian architecture. This ride concept focuses on active storytelling, where guests witness and feel the impact of the family's powers, transforming the abstract concepts of Imagineering into a tangible, magical adventure.